Hello, Mr. Pablo.
Hi, Manny. How you doing? Watch out behind you, bro.
I know. I got inspired. But a big congrats on Halo now in its second season. It's as intense and thrilling as the first.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a big show. It's a big show.
You're so welcome. And take us back from the very beginning, Mr. Pablo. What got you interested in joining the cast as our iconic Master Chief Super Soldier?
Well, I mean, I think that says it all in itself. If you get offered to play the Master Chief, it's not something you pass up or take lightly. You know, from the very beginning when I was cast in this role, I've always said how honored I am to get to carry this mantle. It's something that it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know, I'm so happy that it's me, and I don't take it lightly. You know, it was obvious from the very beginning how many people care about this universe and how passionately they care about it. And I really have worked as hard as I can this whole time to make the universe feel as realistic and as pleasing as possible to as many people as possible, especially the longtime Halo fans who have been associated with this universe for as long as they have.
If season one is about John's journey to his past, how does your character arc evolve this season? I mean, it's the psychosis of John, I think, this time.
Well, the first half of the season, yeah, is there's definitely we have a bit of a typical cinematic arc of is your character going crazy or not. That'll only last a few episodes, but it's an interesting one. You know, he while I think the Master Chief is a character we know to have a strong moral center. We know that he's a stoic guy. So when you see a character like that thrown off base a little bit and people around him he's not used to people questioning him, right? He's used to people trusting him. And so when he's suddenly put in a position where people aren't trusting him and they're questioning his judgment, how does he respond? And for me, I thought it was really interesting that to see a character who becomes more and more sure of themselves, the more people question him. And so that'll be the arc through the first few episodes, and then there's a massive event that changes the course of the season in episode 4, and we'll be recovering from that for the rest of the season.
I cannot wait. But I mean, your role is both physical and emotional, right? It's emotionally consuming. How do you prepare?
Physically, I prepare by eating as much as possible and lifting as many weights as I can. Um, Emotionally, I prepare by, I'm a dad, so I go through a lot of emotional abuse at home. So it's all practice and grist for the mill.
Now, finally, how do you think Halo the series, and you kind of mentioned this briefly a little bit earlier, but how do you think Halo the series can satisfy both the video game fans of the Halo Nation, if you may, and those not familiar with the video game at all?
Yeah, I think the goal of the people who hired me for this job was to do a show that was about a character who was very dual in nature, right? He's the Master Chief, and he's the guy, the soldier underneath, who's just discovering kind of who he is underneath. And I think that entrance point is what provides an interesting and unique perspective for people who don't know the Halo universe, because they're watching this guy grow. And for Halo fans, I think it can be something that adds to the video games in a positive way. It adds to the experience of having played the video games, because it's not an experience you have when you play the video games. So I think that's how it can satisfy both.
Oh, very well said, Mr. Pablo. A big congrats on Halo again for season 2, and good luck on everything, okay?
Thank you, Manny. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.